Alright, guys. Welcome back to the channel. I'm the Yankees nerd. And the Yankees just finished a 3-game series against the Texas Rangers where they lost 2 of 3, but they salvaged the last one 3-2. David Bednar threw around about 45 pitches to get the save, 5 outs. Because Devin Williams, you can't trust him. You can't trust him. Even Boone, he finally realized it. He came to his senses. Was like, damn, I can't trust this guy. Because you want to know why? Couldn't trust the guy. Williams yesterday blew a save again. He has allowed 25 earned runs throughout the seasons of 2022 and 2023. I'm sorry. The seasons through 2022 through 2024. So that's including the 2022 season. So that's 3 seasons. He has allowed 24 earned runs. So I'm assuming that Williams, this is his walk year, by the way. So he's actually not making anything better for himself. If you guys don't know what the walk year is, it's pretty much his last year before free agency. So he's a free agent at the end of this year. So he's not making things any better for himself. I don't know what he's gonna do. Honestly, that's none of my concern. They call him the airbender. He's been not bending air. He's been keeping it straight. Okay, so Williams, I'm proud to see him leave after this year. To be honest, he was kind of a. And it's like, I don't even blame Cashman. A lot of people are like, oh man, Cashman's an idiot for doing this. No, not really. I mean, Cashman, Devin Williams is one of the best, if not the best closer over the last 3 seasons. So why would you not expect him to be a good closer again this season? You changed the beard policy. So men can have mustaches and beards and grow out the hair a little bit. And, it still has to be like within like, it can't be too crazy. It can't be like Joey Gallo. Not Joey Gallo, what's his name? Was it Joey Gallo? I think it was Joey Gallo. Yeah. His beard. But you can't have anything crazy. So, the Yankees, thank God they won today. Because if they lost today, guess what? They would have been out of the playoffs completely. They don't have the top wild card. They just salvaged the game. So now they're 1 game. They're 1.5 games over the Texas Rangers for that final wild card spot. And to be honest, if the Yankees don't go to the playoffs, I will be mad. Okay, I am a Yankees fan. This is the Yankees nerd. But I wouldn't be surprised, and to be honest, I wouldn't be mad as more disappointed, because the Yankees have disappointed yet again. And I've done some researching here, and apparently the Yankees, this is actually what they're designed to do. And by that I mean they're designed to win, obviously, but they're not winning by playing baseball. They're winning by playing what's that? An arcade version of baseball? What was that? I think it's like Mega Baseball or something like that. Pretty much like they're not playing baseball. They're not playing MLB baseball. They're playing like Savannah Banana baseball. Like they're playing. They're going for the home runs, velocity, exit velocity. They're not focused on fielding and making the right plays, good base running, good fielding. I said that twice, but just good playing the fundamentals of baseball. And I heard it from the man himself, Michael K, after doing some research, that they don't prioritize fundamentals in the minor leagues from like low A all the way up to triple A. They don't prioritize that. What they do prioritize is exit velocity, velocity on pitching, like how fast your pitches are going, spin rate, like seam wake shift, all that stuff, and they don't prioritize fielding and base running and baseball IQ. And the funny thing is, right, so the excuse last year was that, Gleyber Torres is a stupid baseball player, Rizzo is concussed. Okay, mind you, Rizzo, before that terrible concussion that happened in 23, you could almost guarantee him to be in for 20 to 30 home runs every year, just pencil him in. And then after that concussion in 23, he just became a completely different person. And it kind of sucks because the end of his career is short. But you want to tell me that he was playing with a concussion for what, a month, and then after that, like, oh wait, this guy's a concussion. What? Come on, man. It's Anthony Rizzo. You got to be better with him. Gleyber Torres is a stupid baseball player. Juan Soto's not a good fielder. Okay, Juan Soto's gone. Torres is gone. Rizzo's gone. Goldschmidt's a good first baseman. Jazz is at meh second baseman. I mean, you have Judge out right. I mean, he's fantastic. So, but they're still making bad base running and baseball IQ errors. They're not stealing bases. They're not athletic, even though this team is prioritized and marketed towards us like, hey, this is the way more athletic team. This is like the 24 team, but have some, good feet and athleticism in there. No, that's not what's happening. And saw a crazy stat today. The money that they're paying Marcus Stroman, Josh Donaldson, DJ LeMahieu, and Aaron Hicks. You remember that guy? Aaron Hicks, that people ran out of town, they hated him, and then he went on to the Orioles and hit 300 and went to the playoffs that year. That guy, that Aaron Hicks. Josh Donaldson, former MVP. He wasn't the same with the Yankees, I'll give you that, but former MVP. DJ LeMahieu and Marcus Stroman. By the way, all these guys are off the team. Aaron Hicks was released, 23? Josh Donaldson, I think the same year or the year after. Retired the year after. I know he retired in 24, before the season started. Aaron Hicks again. DJ LeMahieu released this year. Marcus Stroman released this year. Marcus Stroman and DJ, one of the worst signings by the Yankees. I mean, people thought, oh, DJ is going to be, you got to re-sign DJ. Got to give him whatever he wants. Oh, yeah, well, how's that looking now? Because now you're paying him for, the next 3 years? Stroman, you have to pay for the rest of this year? I mean, the Yankees have made some stupid decisions, but that's the thing you get with having a big payroll. Like, you could eat up those salaries. But those four players combined is more money than the Phillies are paying Bryce Harper and Kyle Schwarber. And if those guys are pretty good players, I don't know if you know those guys. Both of them were all-stars, by the way. Both of them fantastic players. And Bryce Harper specifically wanted to be a Yankee. He did. But the Yankees, they didn't, see anything in Bryce Harper for some reason, even though he was literally touted to be like the LeBron James of baseball. That was literally what they did. And to be honest, they're not far off. I mean, Bryce Harper is a very good player. He's an excellent player. Great player. And he's a good clubhouse guy. So I definitely would have loved Bryce Harper and the Yankees. No change in the past now. I mean, he's a Philly now. And that's so ironic because the Phillies would have been like the last people I would have thought for Bryce Harper coming from DC. And like that whole Washington team just like completely out of this world. Like I cannot express to you how crazy that team was and where all the Spurs went. But the main thing is that the Yankees are making bad decisions. And look, I would say it's a whole organizational thing. This is going to take a while to fix, which I don't think they are going to fix. Because you look at the other teams in New York. You look at the Rangers. You look at the Knicks. You look at the Giants. You look at the Jets. All those teams, every single one of them, the coaches get fired for anything. Anything, even if they don't matter. Like Tom Thibodeau of the Knicks, after sending the team to a conference championship series, got fired. Best season in 20 years. Rangers coach went the year before, took him all the way to almost to the NHL finals, gets fired. The Giants and Jets. Don't even get me started on the Giants. It's like every 2 years is a new coach. Now, thank God they got Brian Daboll. I mean, they kept him for 3? I think it's his 4th year now. So I mean, they're seeing what they could do with him. New GM and head coach every other year, and then the Jets. They're the Jets. I don't even need to explain the Jets. I mean, when you see the Jets win a Super Bowl, that's when pigs fly. But overall, all the other teams, they get fired and start hiring new coaches for better or for worse. Honestly, I would say for the most part, it's for the worse. Especially if you take football into account. Like I think you need a little bit of time for the coaches to gel with the team. Either way, you see that even with the Mets, they fired Buck Showalter. They really didn't need to do that. But they got Carlos Mendoza, and Carlos, he's a really good coach, manager of the team. But you see Aaron Boone, who's been here for 8 years, hasn't won World Series appearance. I mean, a couple of ALCSs, most of them are ALDSs, divisional series, and Most of them are lost. I mean, you lost to the Red Sox, you lost to the Astros. I mean, come on, you losing to the Astros, the Trastros, the Red Sox. This is what we call them. You lose. I mean, and then they always have excuses. Oh, well, Houston cheated. Oh, well, the Red Sox were, they were in the front. What? What? Excuses. Yeah, and the thing is, this is how the Yankees, they think they're actually successful, which that's what I think. I think right now they're thinking that, oh, as long as we make it to the playoffs and we have over 500 record, we're good. Doesn't matter if we make it to the World Series. Oh, the playoffs are a crapshoot. That's what they are. That's always the excuse. No. Tell me why the Houston Astros made it to 7 straight championship series. Series? Or is it series? I don't know. But it's 7 straight. The Yankees they barely could get past 1. And the first ALCS, I think in 2017, okay, you made it to Game 7. Then the next one, you got swept. And then you lost in the ALDS. And then in 2023, you didn't even make it to the playoffs. You literally were 1 game over 500. I think you were 2. And that was a year that Garrett Cole won the Cy Young, so that's awesome. Thanks. You just wasted Garrett Cole's season. Cool. Awesome. Amazing. Fantastic. And in 24, you made it to the World Series, which I will give you credit. You made it to the World Series. But you did do the same thing where in July you had a terrible losing streak and everyone was complaining, and then you picked it up towards the end of the year because you went against bad teams, and then you lost your last series against the Orioles because apparently the Orioles own you now too, and then the Orioles lost in the wild card round, and you got to go against 2 AL Central teams, which are, I mean, they're a joke. They're a joke. The AL Central is such a joke to me. I don't even get mad. Like if I go to I'm going if we had to go to against the Detroit Tigers in the ALCS this year, I would not be scared. I'm like, oh, we're winning. I'll go to the World Series, but. You want to go 2 AL Central teams. This is an easy path to victory. Like, even Michael Kay, I remember before that last World Series was saying, like, if you don't make it to the World Series, this season's a waste. Like, you're a waste. So, I'm not mad at them for that. That was a good year. Even though they lost the World Series, like, they made it to the World Series. And I think even because this is the thing, they advertise to the fans, World Series or bust. They don't believe that. They don't believe that. If they make it to the playoffs, if they make it to the wild card, that's okay for them. That's not okay. You got to be winning World Series. Series. You gotta start winning. Joe Girardi won a World Series. Made it to Game 7 of the ALCS in 2013. Look at that team. I want you to go back and look at that 2013 team. They were terrible. I mean, they weren't terrible, but this is not like, this isn't the 90s Yankees. This is the 2010s Yankees. And Jeter was injured. A-Rod was suspended. I mean, those are 2 best players. You still made it to Game 7 of the ALCS. Because Joe Girardi can get the most out of his players. Aaron Boone can't. They can't play fundamental baseball. They can't pitch. They can't hit. I mean, what is this team doing? I'm surprised that they got off to a good start this year. Which could have been an even better start if Devin Williams didn't blow a couple saves. The Yankees need to get it together. They do. And it starts with the organization. And I'm not blaming no single person. I think there's blaming the players. There's blaming the minor leagues. There's blaming the management. There's blaming the front office. There's blaming the ownership. And I'm not saying, oh, you got to bring back George. You got to bring back... look, I get it. Hal Steinbrenner, he's a different person. He's not going to be the same way that George Steinbrenner was. But at least have some urgency. Or stop selling... I mean, the way I see it is, George Steinbrenner, that was love for the game. Like, he wanted the team to win, no matter what cost. Okay? Hal, he sees it as, like, he likes the Yankees. He wants them to do good. But they lose. He doesn't, he still made his money. He's fine. Because as long as Yankee Stadium is packed and the team's over 500 and we make it to the playoffs, that's all that matters. We could lose. We could be first round exits. We can get in the wild card and not even have home field advantage. We could be in the wild card against Boston. And if we do, we're going to lose to Boston. I'm just saying. You look at Boston. Boston's a way hotter team at the moment. And I know, baseball is a long season. There's hot streaks, there's cold streaks. But right now, Boston's way hotter than the Yankees, and that's after trading away, quite literally, almost their best hitter, Rafael Devers. But you know, they they are just a good. They play baseball. The Yankees, they don't play baseball. They play hitting the ball really hard and throwing the ball really hard. That's it. Like they can't do anything other than that. There's no accountability. Another thing. I mean, that's why I blame the management too. Um, like when you go up to and Meredith Marakovitz, she asked Aaron Boone like, hey, look, why didn't you bench Jazz after that like boneheaded play in on the base paths? He was like, he was trying to make a play, whatever. And she asked him because if you guys don't know, A-Rod and Derek Jeter on Fox talked about the Yankees swoons, and they were like, hey, yeah, if I were to ever make that play, I'd be right on the bench. And she asked him like, hey, why, what you think about A-Rod and Jeter? And he was like, they're entitled to their own opinion. Yeah, because you can't combat that. You can't combat. Oh, no, like you messed up there. You messed up because you know that you messed up when you didn't bench Jazz Chisholm. Jazz Chisholm, who made a boneheaded play and then didn't even take responsibility for making a boneheaded play. He was like, I do it again. You do it again, really? I never understood that. What do you mean you do it again? And this is not on Jazz. It's just overall. Like if a manager messes up, brings in the wrong pitcher, and you're like, what do you think about it? Well, I do it again. What? If you had the future sight to see that went wrong, wouldn't you not change it? Makes no sense. Makes no sense. Absolute buffoonery. Absolute buffoonery. And Jazz, you should be ashamed of yourself because you shouldn't. You know better. You know better. You're a major league player. You're getting paid millions of dollars to be on that field. You play for the New York Yankees. The New York Yankees. This is one of the biggest sports franchises. Period. Period. And you're just ruining it. Ruining the brand. And I love you, Jazz. I really do. But, you can't be doing this, especially for the New York Yankees, especially as a major league player. This is minor league stuff. And you didn't come from the Yankees organization. You came from the Marlins. I do have a plan, and it's not going to be a good plan. Or I don't think they're going to do it, and I don't know how good the plan really is, but here it is. GM, you make Derek Jeter, and this might sound crazy, especially if you're breaking up that Fox broadcast booth. I really do like that booth with Big Papi and A-Rod and Derek Jeter, but, you bring in Jeter, right? And he actually does have some like GM experience because he did it for the Marlins, and the Marlins right now, by the way, that swept the Yankees. Those Marlins, yeah. He did a good job on the pitching for that team. Like he got good pitchers for that team. Sandy Alcantara, that was Jeter. A couple other pitchers, that was all Jeter. So he did a good job with that team. But once the Marlins were done with him, they were done with him. So I would say get Jeter as the GM. Make Girardi the coach again, maybe, or bring in someone. You know what? Because you're seeing across the league. After the Pirates. After the Brewers, after the Orioles, after the not the Red Sox, after the Orioles, after the Brewers fired the managers, they have a better record than the Yankees. They do. They have way better records than the Yankees. Yankees are fifth, since June 1st, fifth best team in baseball. Or fifth worst team, should I say. So, it's terrible. It's terrible. Under 500 over these last couple months. I hope they pick it up in August and September. Because you still have some time. I want you to win the division. I don't think it's going to happen. At least a top wild card. But if they go out of the playoffs, you know what? I would like to see what they do. I want them to re-sign Bellinger. And mind you, another thing, the Yankees have made some boneheaded acquisitions at the trade deadline, which I thought, oh my God, they've got some good players. They got Bird, they got Duvall, they got Bednar. So Bird is in AAA after stinking up the Yankees and bringing up Mark Leiter Jr., who's back from injury, and Yuri De Los Santos, who should have never been sent down, but you know what? It's good. I like Yuri. He's a cool guy, and He did a great job pitching today, so I'm not complaining. But overall, the Yankees should really be ashamed of themselves. Cashman, I don't know what you're doing. Boone, I don't know what you're doing. The players, I don't know what you're doing. I mean, it seems like the only competent one, and I feel so bad for Judge, because you think, like, oh, I'm staying with the Yankees. Of course I'm going to do it. I'm going to win a couple World Series with these guys. No. No. You're wasting Aaron Judge. What are you doing? This is like Don Mattingly all over again. What are you doing? Please. But you know what? Maybe the Yankees need this. I don't know. I just want them to get better. I want them to have that fire back in their hearts, because right now they're playing like a bunch of little leaguers. That's what they're doing. So see you guys on the next one. Make sure to like, comment, subscribe, smash that like button with your baseball bat, and see you guys in the next one.